Well, thanks for helping me find it, the laundromat, but it was closed. And the guy had no idea where else to go. It was funny, I asked some people earlier, some Chinese people in the market over there, the fruit market, and they're all talking to each other. First I didn't understand, and then they were like, it was funny, and pointing me in the right direction. It's so interesting, beautiful, you know, different cultures. And that's why I always feel very greatly pained about, you know, how people in this world, how we human beings, the cultures seemingly go against one another. And this thing about the superiority, one culture against the other culture, which is definitely what we have seen, you know, in Germany during that episode with the guy with the mustache. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And also in America, of course, we've seen that, you know, with the KKK and different, you know, phenomenons, you know, and slavery and all these things. Wow. It's very, very interesting, you know. And it's very, very sad, you know. And so I really think it's time for us to reconsider. You know, to reconsider, you know, how we treat our neighbor, treat our brother, treat our enemy. You know, as a matter of fact, to realize that ultimately there is none, because we're ultimately all one, whatever culture, whatever ethnicity, we're all beautiful. We're all extensions of the one. And see, I realize this for myself, yet I live such an isolated existence. It's really interesting. And yeah, but through this also I've learned a lot. And here I am, to present these ideas to you, and to take you along the journey, and let you make up your own mind about really what you want, right? Of course, you know, and if you learn something from this, fine. If you want to learn more, fine. If you think it's stupid, okay. Alright. It's just, again, this is a real D, you know, this is a YMCA, wow. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty big building. Huh. Anyway, since the laundromat was closed, and I need to do my laundry, I don't know what I'm going to do right now, and I need to get something to eat, need to take a shower, and I'm just, I guess, mesmerized by the moment, as this happens to me a lot. This was a bus I used to take when I went to Calvin's place. Interesting, Calvin, his name, the guy I stayed with before, his name is similar to the name of Caverly, who was a gentleman I stayed with for 2.5 years in San Francisco. Has definitely been an angel to me in many, many ways. Wow, allowed me to into his home. It was a small room next to the kitchen, but I stayed there. I didn't have to pay a penny rent. Many times he brought me food even from the restaurant, which was in a way kind of embarrassing, but hey, at the time, you know, I was very, very thankful. And also once in a while he helped me with money. I didn't work for 2.5 years, a little bit part-time work here and there, but mostly I concentrated on, yeah, you know, I developed this very crazy idea around 1992, 1993, 1994 and ongoing. It became stronger that this is what I want to do, having become inspired by the things I've learned by listening to Tony Robbins, Anthony Buscali, Dwayne Dyer, countless, you know, Stephen Covey, a main influence. And if you just look at my, you know, some of the influences of which have really inspired me, and again a lifelong path of compassion, of always thinking about there's something wrong in this world, wrong with education. I mean, talking about inspiration, I was listening to the song by Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. Probably familiar with that. We don't need no education, we don't need no mind control. Teachers, leave them kids alone. Oh wow, I don't know if you remember the experience for yourself. Maybe you were a good student. Maybe you were able to integrate yourself very much into the structure of formalized education. But nevertheless, the question always bugged me about, is this the way it is supposed to be? Is this the best way for us human beings to learn? Is this the only way? Where we have a classroom full of children who are required to listen to a teacher go on and on and on about a certain subject. And there's very little interaction. Yeah, it's very much a passive sense of learning, which is what I propose with Realize. To actualize is a very active sense of learning, of really becoming involved in the process by asking questions. And also reflecting on, okay, let's think about, what have I learned, what do I know? Let's talk about that. By doing this we teach this, by teaching it we learn it. And so that's the process. It's funny, you know, because this is again the area I live right now. Right over there I work, right? Over there I live. Even though this room, I haven't even shown it to you yet. I guess the next recording I will, or one of the next recordings I will do in the one in the room. And yeah, it's good also, even though it's small, it's tiny, you'll see that. I have my privacy, which is good. And over there's Koi Tower, right? You're probably familiar with that. So it is very, very interesting and amazing. Maybe I just go to Walgreens and buy myself some underwear, and then I do it tomorrow. You have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. That's the thing, and you have to do what you have to do. Shooby-doo. It's a lonely existence. Well, the three of me. I don't know if we actually properly introduced ourselves. There is me, there's myself, and then there's I. Me, myself, and I. Absolutely. We kept each other company from all of our life. Wow. And so, yeah, I also have 3 children. Oh, well, there's one, the main center, of course, but what I really want to say here is that it's been a very lonely existence. And that's why I'm able to present, I'm able to talk, I'm able to communicate these things. And I'm also able to respond to people, to their questions in a very effective, direct way. But really, when it comes to really reaching people on this human level, showing them, love as a result of keeping up contact and emails back and forth and phone calls, and it's like, I don't have the energy for that. I can speak in front of thousands. I could do that. But the one-on-one thing, that's, well, even though I could do that, it's just so I hold myself back for a variety of reasons. Anyway, not to make this too long, a few images before it's getting dark. Around 6:30, I guess we have. It's Monday morning. Monday evening, what am I saying? Morning is around the corner. Time keeps on ticking into the future. So, anyway, let's be aware, shall we? And stay tuned for more to come. And thanks for being here with me. And I don't know, I need to come up with a certain phrase towards the end of each recording. I don't know, I need to think about that. Maybe you have some ideas. Also about different ways how to structure things more and make things more effective. If you'd like to help with that, I definitely appreciate to hear from you. Also comments and ideas. And also if you'd like to learn more, maybe on a personal level, you like some... I mean, I am a motivator at heart, I know that. And I can help anybody with whatever problem or challenge they are having. So, this is aside the fact that I'm facing very many challenges in my own life, right? It might not make sense to you, but see, that's like, I'm at the beginning of everything in life, of actualizing myself, enduring the path of the greatest suffering, which was where this insight in a way was released towards me or revealed towards me. And it took me years and years and years and years to implement that. I'm talking around, again, the mid-90s towards the late 90s. Oh, look at that car. So, wow. And then 2003, finally coming out of this marriage, about to move here, open up a new chapter, and I got hit by this car. Oh boy, life is beautiful. Life is perfect. I humble myself, in the midst of all of that perfection, of all of that, how things happen and why things happen, because it's all meant to be. There are no accidents. No doubt, not a shred of doubt in my mind that there are no accidents. Everything is meant to be, no coincidences. If you really think about that, in the grandest scheme of things, everything is related. Everything is related. How we act, how people respond to us, how whatever happens, is related to our own predisposition about that, about life and who we have become. And I talk a lot, right? And I really, actually, what I really miss, and that's why I would love to do a study group, even for free or very, absolutely. Time is money, but it's just priceless. Also for me, I miss a dialogue. That's what I wanted to say. Instead of just having the monologue here and going on and on and on about stuff. So anyway, it's been interesting. I'm sure also if you're still here with me, I'm sure it's been also interesting for you. Otherwise you wouldn't be still here with me now, would you? So thanks for that. Just, well, definitely. This is my reward, that I can reach people with that. But it is also, of course, my reward, to make these recordings and to share myself. And that's ultimately, again, the purpose, to share ourselves. Absolutely. And that's how we learn, and that's how we come together. How we embrace one another in love. Because love, is a matter of embracing others. And showing ourselves truly towards others for who we are. And seeing them for who we are and loving them for just that. And being there and helping them in whatever shape or form. Of come to find that's what it's all about. We're here to help one another, no doubt about that. And in this world, wow, we have a lot of work to do. So anyway, thanks for listening. We'd love to hear from you, and I say goodbye for right now. Thank you. Bye-bye.